Types of forces. There are many types of forces available, but it is very important to understand that the application of forces that is very much categorized depending upon their action on a body. So for that we just take one by one type of force. So first of all we start with uh, very generalized force, that is gravitational force. Gravitational force is exerted by the earth on a body. Let us understand with this term. Earth and any body, so that body, if we put it at a free fall, then it will be dropped towards the earth center. So that is due to such type of attraction available between uh, earth and the particle. So that is nothing but uh, gravitational force, and that is we called or we take as a 9.81 g. Other than that, second one if we take, that is uh, action and reaction. So that is basically as per the Newton's third law. Now when any body available, and on that body we are applying a force of intensity P, so naturally there will be a reaction available from the particle of that body, and that P is exactly same as the R without any decrement of the forces due to the distortion. So as per Newton's third law, whatever the action applied, that will be same reaction from that particular body. Further, that third one, it is very important to understand the friction force, and also where there will be a contact of two body available, so this force is required to consider. So if as example we have a tire of a vehicle and a road surface that is with some irregularity, so due to that vehicular motion we have some P force available in this direction, but due to that roughness available there will be a some force available in opposite direction, and that will try to reduce the effect of that force P. So it is very much important to consider the fixed frictional force for the actual analysis of such type of machines or contact surface analysis. Next one is electric and magnetic force. So it is basically due to electrically charged or magnetically charged surfaces, or we can say the between the bodies that is electrically charged or the magnetically charged, either in the similarity or the with a differential action plus plus or minus minus. So in these two category they have some uh, force, but with respect to this, if we say that if this is attraction, so this will be distraction type of the forces with the similar type of the electrically or the magnetically charged bodies. This type of force generally exists between magnetic poles or the we can say the electric poles, and it is a attractive nature if the poles are of opposite, and of repulsive nature if poles are of similar nature, plus plus or a minus minus or a positive or a negative. And this type of force also do not require any type of physical contact for the application. After that we take another force, that is our hydrostatic force. Now this force is exerted due to a water body. When we try to put some object in the way of a water body, or try to store some water by some vessels, so in this case that water will definitely provide some pressure or a force on a particular body that is acting as a obstruction in its way. So that type of force is known as a hydrostatic force. So that is very much important for the analysis when we have a water tank type of structures. After that we have another category, that is centripetal, that is very much important in a mechanical part, or generally it is known as a centrifugal force for the transportation or the design of the roads, as well as it is very important to design a vehicle or a machine parts. So centrifugal force we understand with movement of vehicle, any vehicle that will move in this direction with the, or we can say the around this center point. So due to this curvature there will be a outside force available due to a rotational type of movement of that vehicle. So that is generally known as a centrifugal force or a centripetal force. It is observed in rotational machinery, and that is very much important to analyze different type of machines in a rotation form. Another type of force, that is wind force. This is generally a dynamic type of force, and it is due to a provided object in the way of a wind. If any obstruction, let us say a building is there as an obstruction, so that wind will provide a force on that particular building. So this type of force is very much important to take into analysis for the building designs. Next is we have cohesion and adhesion type of force. So these are the two different type of categories, but we understand that with basic, very basic example. So if we have a leaf, and in the morning we observe that there are some water drops available on that particular leaf, and some drops are fall down. So in this generation of that drop, that is due to the attraction between similar type of water particle, that is nothing but known as a cohesion. And this drop is right now on the leaf, and this drop is that is in the condition of dropping. So it is available on the leaf, that is due to attraction between the drop particles and the particles of the leaf. So that is nothing but known as the adhesion. So in simple way, the attraction between the similar type of particle, that is nothing but known as a cohesion, and the attraction between the different type of particle, that is known as a adhesion. And next one, that is thermal forces. This is also very much important when we study a body that is affected with different type of, or we can say the different amount of that heat or the cooling position. If we provide a heat to the particle from this side, there will be a higher temperature available here with compared to this position. So there will be a thermal force generated in between particles from higher side to the lower side, differential change in the thermal conditions. So this is all about the different types of forces.